Nvidia has just announced something that is not only very performant, but is something that could probably change mobile Windows devices for the better. So let's talk about it. For me, if you that do not know, Comtex is currently going on, and basically what Nvidia has done is they announced an all-new RTX Spark, which, my word, there is so much specs for this new chip. So let's actually talk about what is actually included into the RTX Spark. Now firstly, they are combining a Blackwell graphics architecture chip, which includes up to 48 streaming multiprocessors, and also includes 6,144 CUDA cores, which yes, this is essentially, as Nvidia says, basically giving the performance of an RTX 5070, and they combine that with a 20-core Blackwell processor, which gives you RTX Spark. And what makes this even more performant is it does include up to 128 gigabytes of LPDDR5X memory, which gives you up to 300 gigabits per second of bandwidth, which is insane. And of course, for those that do plan to use this for AI, it will also include up to 1 petaflops of AI performance. So yes, you could technically use this to run your own local AI system. Now, of course, one of the main reasons why we have this chip is obviously mostly for AI. By the way, you can actually run your own custom AI agents locally on this system without any issues for 24/7, which means, yes, you can actually have your own local AI. Now, besides obviously AI, it actually can perform a lot more in other fields besides the AI field. Because do keep in mind, this does include basically the same graphic power as our RTX 5070. Which means, yes, you can use this for photo editing, video editing, graphic design, game development, and so much more. And even high-performance gaming. Because what we have actually seen that was shown at the showcase is that while you could possibly run games at 1440p at over 100 FPS. So this is technically supposed to be able to do tons of gaming with no issues at all. And just to add on that, they actually did demonstrate 2 games, including Forza Horizon 6 and even 007 First Lights. So it's supposed to be giving you some good gaming performance. Now, of course, at the showcase, they did display 2 different products showing also the performance of this new chip, which includes a Microsoft laptop and an Asus ProArt laptop, which yes, there are going to be a few laptops out there for you to actually choose from, with brands from obviously Asus, Microsoft, Acer, Dell, MSI, and so much more. Now, so far they have confirmed that there will be up to 30 laptop models and up to 10 mini PCs that will be in production for this new chip. But there is unfortunately a catch, and that is, well, we do not know what the pricing is going to be for these type of devices, including this new RTX Spark, which does beg the question, how much are we going to be paying to actually have this performance in such a small form factor chip? And I mean, so far, this is actually looking very similar to what we've seen with Apple, where Apple combined 2 of their main chips and turned it into the Ultra chip. It's exactly the same principle as what Nvidia just did. And just to add a cherry on the top, for those who are wanting to know how much power this chip can actually draw, it can draw up to 80 watts, which, yes, that is actually pretty impressive, and actually does make me wonder, did Jensen meet up with Lisa Su, just, talking at a family function, because for me, that do not know, they are relatives. But at the end of the day, this looks like a very performant chip. I hope to actually get my hands on the device that includes the RTX Spark, because I feel like this could actually possibly change mobile use for obviously any consumer, and also many PCs having this powerful chip that can run games at high performance. This is going to be something that I think a lot of people are wanting to have. But do let in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think RTX Spark is worth the hype? And do you think you'll actually go for a device with the RTX Spark? Or are you waiting to see just how much this will actually cost the consumer? Because the price tag will actually determine if this is going to be worth the money. Because if it's going to cost you over $5,000 for a device with this chip, then what's the point? But guys, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Peace as always. Have a good day onwards. Bye.